Welcome back to Munroe's Corner. We back with another reaction. We back with some more Thomas Sowell. This joint just dropped, so shoot, I'm gonna hop on it. All right, this is the stupidity of apologizing for slavery. Let's get into it. Road to 50K by Independence Day. If you enjoyed this reaction, before you leave, give your boy a like for the algorithm and subscribe for the channel growth. All right, let's get into it.
Tiger Woods doesn't owe me an apology. Nothing that he has ever done has cost me a dime nor an hour of sleep. This is not a plea to be non-judgmental. I am very judgmental about all sorts of things, including Tiger Woods' bad behavior. But that is very different from saying that he somehow owes me an apology. For all I know, my neighbors may be judgmental when I drive out of my driveway in a 15-year-old car. But they have never said anything to me about it, and I have never offered them an apology. This is not equating driving a 15-year-old car with what Tiger Woods did. But the point is that any apology he might make should be made to his family, who were hurt, not to the public, who might be disappointed in him, but not really hurt. Public apologies to people who are not owed any apology have become one of the many signs of the mushy thinking of our times. So are apologies for things that somebody else did. Among the most absurd apologies have been apologies for slavery by politicians. For one thing, slavery is not something you can apologize for, any more than you can apologize for murder. If someone says to you that he murdered someone near and dear to you, what are you supposed to say? No problem, we all make mistakes? Not bloody likely. Slavery is too serious for an apology. And somebody else being a slave owner is not something for you to apologize for.
It's just too serious. You know what I'm saying? Too serious. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, hell, that's gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna continue with the video.
And somebody else being a slave owner is not something for you to apologize for. When somebody who has never owned a slave apologizes for slavery to somebody who has never been a slave, then what began as mushy thinking has degenerated into theatrical absurdity, or, worse yet, politics. Slavery has existed all over the planet for thousands of years, with black, white, yellow, and other races being both slaves.
So pretty much he's saying it's an agenda behind that apology. And why it's being kind of forced.
Politics. Slavery has existed all over the planet for thousands of years, with black, white, yellow, and other races being both slaves and enslavers.
And we covered that in previous videos. Y'all, I got a playlist. It should be up there somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And you'll see at the end of the video if it's recommended to you. Well, it's a whole playlist.
Does that mean that everybody ought to apologize to everybody else for what their ancestors did? Or are the only people who are supposed to feel guilty the ones who have money that others want to talk them out of? This craze for aimless apologies is part of a general loss of a sense of personal responsibility in our time. We are supposed to feel guilty for what other people did, but there are 1,000 cop-outs for what we ourselves did to those we did it to. Back in the 1960s, when so many foolish ideas flourished simply because they were new, a New York Times columnist tried to make the case that we were all somehow responsible for the assassination of President Kennedy. That was considered to be deep stuff. It made you one of the special folks when you believed that, instead of one of the rest of us poor dumb slobs who believed that the man who shot him was responsible. For more than a century, the intelligentsia have been trying to get us to focus on the root causes of crime, supposedly created by society, instead of locking up thieves or executing murderers. If some people don't have the money or the...
Yeah, they try to get us to focus on the root of it instead of the evildoers. You know, like... I don't like to you know what I'm saying, I like to hold a person accountable as opposed to judging the whole group. You know what I'm saying? Because when you treat something, when you narrow it down and start treating it from an individual aspect, then that individual can't hide behind a group no more. You know what I'm saying? Like if we was all to treat everybody accordingly as individuals instead of grouping people in, then we could get to the bottom of things quicker. You know what I'm saying? Because there will be no biasness. There will be no biasness with the system. There'll be no biasness with the system, and then people can't hide behind a group. You know what I mean? If you do wrong, you do wrong. You know what I'm saying? You try to hide in the group, like, nah, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? You did that. You not over here. You know what I'm saying? That it's just the way I think, you know?
Thieves or executing murderers. If some people don't have the money or the achievements of others, that too is society's fault, in the eyes of those for whom personal responsibility is an outmoded idea. Personal responsibility is a real problem for those who want to collectivize society and take away our power to make our own decisions, transferring that power to third parties like themselves, who imagine themselves so much wiser and nobler than the rest of us.
You know what I'm saying? What they do is they rally up people. You know what I mean? They rally up people for their cause.
Themselves, who imagine themselves so much wiser and nobler than the rest of us. Aimless apologies are just one of the incidental symptoms of an increasing loss of a sense of personal responsibility, without which a whole society is in jeopardy. The police cannot possibly maintain law and order by themselves. Millions of people can monitor their own behavior better than any third parties can. Cops can cope with that segment of society who have no sense of personal responsibility, but not if that segment cannot possibly maintain law and order by themselves. Millions of people can monitor their own behavior better than any third parties can. Cops can cope with that segment of society who have no sense of personal responsibility, but not if that segment becomes a large part of the whole population. Yet increasing numbers of educators and the intelligentsia seem to have devoted themselves to undermining or destroying a sense of personal responsibility and making society responsible instead. Aimless apologies are just one small symptom of this larger and more dangerous attitude.
Yeah, because it just feeds into, hold on. It just feeds into that victim psyche. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you apologize to me about this, and now you're keeping it in my mind. Now I'm thinking about it again. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm dwelling on it. As opposed to moving on, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about moving forward. I'm all about solutions. Apology gives me no solution. I care less about an apology. Be real with you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it ain't something that you did to me personally. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be pissed off if I had to apologize about something my great grandfather did that I had no idea that he did. Like, me and my great grandfather, two completely different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had different beliefs than I did. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in different times. What he did shouldn't hold me down like today. Like, let's just say he was a horrible person, which he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say he was, though. And I'm just freaking angel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an angel, but I'm just freaking angel. Like, Why do I have to pay for that? That's horrible. That would be terrible. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking. Thomas Sowell made some great points, man. Yeah, but I hold everybody accountable. You know what I'm saying? Individually. I try not to judge people and based on groups or put people in groups. You know, try to stay out of that. And I'm trying to get out of certain ways of thinking that I was raised and taught. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just trying to be a better person, man. All right. No, that's what I got to say about it. We can talk about it in the comments. Let me know y'all thoughts on this. Let's chop it up. And road to 50K still. If you enjoyed this reaction, give me a like for the algorithm, subscribe for the channel growth. Let me know what more you want me to react to, and I'll get on it. All right, peace out. One love, baby. Oh, don't freak out when you see me tomorrow. My hair is probably going to be all crazy. I'm about to film a vampire movie. All right. So, all right, peace out. One love.